G'day everyone, Cautious Pancake here, and today we're going to be looking at a couple of quick tips and tricks on electric fences. First up, with a simple test, let's confirm the base damage. As you can see, Bo's health here goes down by 3 every half a second. This is through the application of a buff called Buff Shocked, which lasts for 4 seconds. So with 3 damage every half a second for 4 seconds, we get a total of 24 damage each time the buff is applied. While this is all good, the downside is that this buff doesn't stack. It can only be applied one at a time. What this means is that having more than one electric fence wire through the same point doesn't apply more than one buff. As an example, let's run Bo through this setup with 2 fence wires in place. As you can see, the damage is still only 3 per half second. The only difference I can see is that zombies seem more likely to stay in place for the half a second between buff applications. Also, the location of the wires doesn't matter. See this setup where the 2 wires are on top of each other. It's still the same behavior of 3 damage per half a second. And taking things to the extreme, check out this setup with 14 fence wires from 28 fence posts all running through the same block. And it's still the same damage applied. So what, you might say? Well, my thinking is that this only leaves 2 reasons to double up fences. First is redundancy. Should a cop or a demo explosion take out the fence, having a second fence set further out and more protected across the same block as a backup is a useful thing so that the zombies don't just charge through. Second is similar, but based on damage and repairs. If the fence posts are located where it's not possible to repair during a Horde night, then having 2 fences will make them last twice as long. Remember that each application of the buff results in the fence taking half a point of damage, so having 2 fences across a single point will make the fences there last twice as long. So there's one more factor we need to consider, and that's how zombies interact with fences during a horde. I've been showing single zombies moving alone, but if you pull a group of zombies together, like you get in Horde Night, you can see that as the first zombie hits the fence it stops as usual, but is then pushed through the fence by the other zombies behind. So what does this mean for fences and horde bases? First let's talk layout. For this basic killing corridor setup, I've put in fences that run perpendicular to the corridor that you often see people use in their bases. As you can see, when the zombies come through, they do many short little dashes of movement and push each other through the fences, resulting in fairly quick progression through to the end of the corridor. To try and improve on this, set up your fence wires where they are still protected, but so that they run through the length of the corridor. This results in fewer gaps between wires for the zombies to run through, and has the added benefit of putting the second fence posts down near the fighting area, which means you can also repair them during the Horde night. Secondly, consider doubling up your fences only if you can't get out to repair them, or don't want the hassle of repairing them during the Horde night. And remember that as game stage increases and you get more ferals and rads, you'll need more fences, as the higher health pools of zombies will mean that they will take longer to kill, so there's more debuffs applied, which does more degradation damage to the fences. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you got something useful for your next horde base, and let me know in the comments below any of your favourite ways of using electric fences that I didn't cover. Happy shocking!